Hello, we have a YouTube video that's in English without any form of subtitles. Let's see if we can get the English subtitles and subtitles in other languages than English, such as Spanish, but also if we can have a way to translate the voice, so get a dub into other languages than English, for instance, Spanish. Let's see how the video looks like. Hello, this is how to use Visual Studio 2020. Mine. Let's see how we can get subtitles. We're using Chromium web browser in incognito mode. I have just pressed on the CC subtitles closed caption button. 26 for Windows C++ programming. This is the wiki page for Visual Studio. Up until here, the official website, visualstudio.microsoft.com, and even the sentences are broken up correctly. There's this selector where you can choose your version. There's the possibility of Visual Studio 2026 Community Edition. This is gratis, and this is more than enough for Visual C++ programming in the Windows platform. So this is what we're going to choose. There's the extra arms, and the sentence is just stopped existing. There's no. It's going to save the online installer into the downloads directory. Even if you're not speaking English, even if you didn't study it, the fact that these subtitles in English actually exist are a very important help. Everything can be, the words that I speak in this YouTube video can be understood way easier by following both the voice, the audio, and the English subtitles at the same time. Let's see if we can get one step further, which is to get the subtitles in the native language of the watcher, which is in this example Spanish. So on the settings button, the gear icon, there's subtitles CC1 English auto-generated, and we'll want to change the preferred language from English to something else. So Spanish. Okay, and it immediately changes the language of the sentence that was displayed before. So let's see how that thing works. Hello, this is how to use Visual Studio 2026 for Windows C++ programming. This is the wiki page for Visual Studio. This is the official website, visualstudio.microsoft.com. Sounds okay-ish. There's this selector where you can choose your version. It's totally not translating on the fly. It already has the entire translation of the entire video, and then it tries to synchronize the subtitle to the moment that I speak to the voice, to the audio, because the order of the words is totally different. It's going to save the online installer. It's going to save directory. It's going to save was translated as so because the sentence was long, the order of words will be totally different in English versus Spanish. It's a very small executable file, and the second it writes the first word in the sentence, it already knows the entire sentence, and language packs in order to present it in the correct order. This is how the installer wizard looks like. Looks like CV. In here you can select whatever integrated development environments and language, programming language support you want So we said that we wanted,
and it also
Windows
fixes
C++,
my
that's desktop development with C++.
the moments where I think and then I
and nothing else.
say a incorrect word and then I immediately correct the words that I actually want to say.
For the Windows platform. Python, web applications.
Python web applications didn't know that there's two different things. There's a comma between those. Okay, so the subtitles look
with Unity,
really okay to me, at least in English and Spanish. And they're all auto-generated. I didn't create any form of subtitles when I uploaded the video
this is
to YouTube.
Only individual workload that we need, desktop development with C++. Let's now look at
another very useful tool here if you don't really understand English, my voice, English audio, but you still have Spanish subtitles, would be to make the video run slower. Let's see if that's possible. So we go to the settings gear icon. We go playback speed and let's do it 0.75, which is slower than normal.
Have been pre-selected for us. So we will have the ATL library.
It's between very boring and
Microsoft Visual C++.
I don't know. I could not survive with this slow speed. 0.75, so that's 75% of the normal speed.
We additionally have things that
whatever that means. So it's way slower than normal.
Used on Windows, such as CMake.
Yeah, but if this content is totally new to you, or maybe even surprising, if you didn't see the Visual Studio installer technology before, then maybe a slower than normal speed makes sense.
Programming for Windows using,
and maybe you just don't want to miss anything. You want to see all of the movements that I do with the mouse, all of the things that change on the screen, and to understand all of the things that happen there, my voice, all of the words. You don't want to lose anything, and you want to actually grok everything that's happening in the video. Then this feature would be useful. So 0.75 speed and subtitles in your native language. Or not necessarily your native language, but the best combination that's here. Maybe you know a number of languages that are not English, and the languages that you know better are not provided by
SDK for sure.
YouTube Auto-Translate. So you'll need to choose one of these languages that are available here, and maybe support for Spanish is way better than support for Abkhazian.
Okay, so
maybe, I don't know, your
the latest version.
Abkhazian, but then maybe you understand Georgian better, or Russian or something, and maybe the translation is a bit more accurate in a language such as Georgian versus Abkhazian.
Okay, and
so do choose the language that is as correctly as possible generated. So if the subtitles are way better generated in a language than in another, and you know both, do select the one that has better accuracy.
If you have